Welcome back. My name is Jenny, and this is Journal with Jenny. And episode 3. I'm loving being able to do this. It's just what I'm doing anyway. So I hope you're enjoying it too, and I'm loving the feedback from everybody. So I have already, because I had faulty startup with my equipment, so I've already done all this once. I've already lit some incense, Nag Champa, my fave. I would hate to be one of those people that can't handle smells, but maybe if you're that person that can't handle smells, then you'd hate to be me, because I love the smells of everything. And I've already lit my candle for today, which is one I made, kind of a little inner child candle. Look at, here I am, my first day of school. It's really hard to see that. Anyway, I've lit that. This is what we're doing today. We're going to collage, because I collage more than I do anything else. I collage probably as much as I write in my journal. And so this is a very common thing for me to do, and it's the one reliable thing that will fix me up when I'm struggling. So if I've had a long day, if I'm overtired, if I'm overwhelmed, if I'm sad, grieving, in the muck, the messy of healing, this is what fixes me. And I use the word fix lightly, because, you know, we're actually not problems to be fixed. Did you know that? I try to say that to myself. So I have grabbed a magazine. It's this one, Daphne's Diaries. Beautiful. I buy magazines just to collage. I don't even pretend to read them anymore. I buy them to cut them up. And I happen to love this, but I mean, I love looking at them too. Any kind of magazine or newspaper or anything. I've also got this bucket of scraps. So I keep these nearby, and as I go through a magazine and cut things up or tear, I usually tear things. Then I also will keep the scraps of that and put them in a little bucket like this, and then I reuse them. So I like to have that handy. A glue stick and scissors. That's it. And of course I have pens and markers handy, but we'll see. Might not even need it. I'm going to just go through my process, and you can follow along or use it to generate ideas of your own of how you'd like to do it. So switching cameras here. Here is my page, and because of last time when I did this one, you know, these pages don't usually bleed, but this one did because I used alcohol ink markers, and so it bled through. And whenever I have a bleed through, I usually collage on that page because I don't like writing on it, and that's what I'm going to do. So I always start with my magazine, and this is just the process that works for me. Other people have other processes, but I start at the beginning, and basically my rule of thumb is if I see something I like that really grabs me, I rip it out, and right away, inside cover, this is beautiful. Look at her. It's a winter scene, and it's not winter here. Let me turn my phone off. Okay. And I don't place them yet. I just go through and get however many I feel like. Look at how cut up this is. I go through them over and over and over. And every time I go through, I see something that I didn't see before, or I'm in the mood for something else. And I really like to just let the magazine speak to me. There's a little phrase here. Sometimes I do pictures, sometimes I do words. And I like this word. It says, think of me. Think of me. Unmarried men made better soldiers. Okay, well, I don't know why. I always check the other side to make sure there isn't something better. I don't know why I like that, but I do. Unmarried men make better soldiers. Look at this purse. So sweet. So sweet. I'm going to say out loud what goes through my head just to let you in on the process that I do. So what went through my head when I saw this purse is how much I would have loved this as a little girl. And tomorrow I'm actually going on a short little trip with my son so he can have some practice driving on a highway. And what if I packed like I was a little girl packing for a special trip? What if I let my inner little girl pack for me? She would pick that purse. Look at this teapot. Oh my gosh, so cute. Sometimes I feel myself resist certain things, and that's part of my process too. My mother, that's a whole topic of its own. Look at her. I like this image right here with the lamp hanging. I prefer to rip than cut, but I know there's people who like the look of cutting it better. I like these flowers. Sometimes a vision will start to happen for me, but often not. I just go with what I like. These are stickers. How cute. Like a magazine that gives you a sheet of stickers. My kind of magazine. They're little sheep. I think I should have one. Oh, okay. Well, I got to take it out at the time. Does this rip out? I'm going to cut one of these so I don't have to go back and find the place. I like this word, symbols. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. This is so pretty. She's pretty too, though. This is problematic. I'm not going to cut either of those right now because I can't decide. Maybe I'll have this one, the green dress. I am not exact, as you can tell. A house with character. I love a lighthouse. So symbolic, a lighthouse. There's actually a therapy activity that I love to do with people where you draw, the directive is to draw a picture that has a lighthouse, a boat, and a storm. And then you kind of go into the symbolism of what am I right now in my life today most of the time? Am I the lighthouse where I'm a shelter and a beacon and a warning and a safety, or am I in the storm? Am I the storm? Anyway, today I want to focus on the lighthouse part of me today. Oh my gosh, this donkey. Baby donkeys. Could there be anything cuter? Yes. You know what's cuter than a baby donkey? A zonkey. I saw a baby zonkey on TV once. It's a cross between a zebra and a donkey. It looks like a donkey, but its legs are striped. It was, honestly, I've never seen anything like it. I wanted to like hurt it. I was so cute. I had cuteness aggression. Hurt it with love because I wanted to squeeze the life out of it. But it was on TV, luckily for it. Okay, I'm just gonna, oh, I love this flower. I'm gonna just cut this. Okay, that's all I'm gonna use from the magazine. Here's a scrap, put it in the scrap pile. Now I am going to do the arranging on the page. I'm going to turn this light up a bit so you can see. Yeah. I often will start with the biggest image just because it needs this place to land. Now this is an accident. So I always pay attention to accidents in art. I don't know where this came from, but I'm going to read it. It says, I feel like everything's getting more expensive by the day. Yes! Last week I bought a new pair of shoes for Barney and I couldn't believe how much they cost compared to his last pair. Okay, I'm going to keep this first sentence. I feel like everything is getting more expensive by the day. That is so true right now in our world. Okay, so oops, lost one. That's okay. I'm going to start by gluing this one down. I have a thing for purple glue. This is an Amazon Basic. I like purple glue because I can actually see where the glue is. And I just do it really rough. Kind of center that in the page. And then I just kind of go piece by piece and start telling a story of how these things are connected in my mind. So I like the idea of this woman who's, you know, me in this moment, sitting on the couch looking out at this lighthouse. Imagine if you lived somewhere where you could see a lighthouse. Oh. And here's another. I don't want to cover up this little house, so I'm going to put this girl over here. It's a lot of contemplation in these women in this picture, and I guess I am feeling contemplative at the moment in my life. Sometimes I like putting, you know, I'm doing it right now, putting a theme of something on the page, and right this time the theme is different women. So this woman's casual, and then I think, okay, what are parts of me? I'm thinking there's the me at home, my adult me. I like this one maybe as my inner teenager. And this is my queen, my inner queen. And because this is what I saw next, I'm gonna put right here this that says, think of me. Do you spend enough time thinking of your inner queen? This girl on the couch, I feel like she's worrying about money. That is a part of so many of our lives, isn't it? Sometimes I worry about money. So I'm going to put that there. I'm just going to put a flower up here. Some people cut out things, and I love that. I just don't usually have the patience for it, but when I do it, I love it. But I'm not going to do it right now. I'm just going to do like this. Oh, here's my sticker. Oh, it's a little sheep with lines on it. I could write something. It could go right here. Right here. Oh, I love a flower border on a page, so I am going to do this, and I let it spill over onto the opposing page. Often I will do collage on both pages, but not right now. And I like to put my nail in the crease. See, put my nail in there. Oh no, I covered this up. Okay. Here's another happy accident, to steal Bob Ross's line. So I covered up something, and this is what happens in my mind. I say to myself, how often do I cover up this message of think of me? So I'm ripping this off. I'm going to put it somewhere else, right here. I'm going to put it up here. Do I ever cover up thinking about my inner queen? Yeah, I do. I would like not to. This is a scrap. My purse. I feel like this purse isn't going to fit now, and yet this is my little girl's delight. And let me ask myself this question: how often do I not make space for my inner child to be delighted? A lot. So I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to put this on. It's going to be front and center. This is the process I go through. I just let the collaging speak to me and ask me questions, and then I answer them. It's like a homegrown therapy session with myself. Okay, look, it can perfectly go right here. There's nothing that says things can't overlap, and this is important to me, that I make time for play. Yeah, so there it is. Now, I have a couple of words here. Symbols. Okay, the symbol of this bag is all about inviting my little girl, wee Jenny. That was my little girl name. That's what my family growing up called me. Putting her in front and center and letting her have a moment. Unmarried men become better soldiers. I don't know why I need to have this here, or do I? I don't know. I'm going to go in my little box of scraps here and see if there's something else that could fill some spaces. What's this? Books that can let something lessen, or one of the books you navigate. I like this leaf. This one. I'm just going to put it on here. Like, this makes me so happy. But I want to rip this a little bit because because I feel like I don't want to have too much blank space there. Put it right there. Okay. I think I'm going to look for one more thing just to see if there's anything. Also, you know what else I keep? I keep old collages. So this is an old collage where I've glued something onto something, and then I rip it all up and I use it again for collage. And the word on here, faintly, that I've written, that's my writing, is love. And I'm going to salvage this. Love. Love. There, just like that. Oh. There. And just to finish it off, I feel like it needs a little outlining because I like things to be edged. So I'm just going to use my markers here. I think I'll just do black. And I'm just going to run it along the outline of the page just to hold everything in together. There's so much more you could do. You could keep going. You could layer it. You could write on top of it. The story feels, to me, the story of this page is about letting my inner child come to play, recognizing that I have a queen and I need to remember her, having compassion for the pressure of everyday cost of things, remembering her, this wistful teenage girl. Yeah, I'm going to hold this up to this camera. Here it is. Makes me happy. Look at them all. And I love the flowers at the bottom. Sorry. Not very good with the camera part. I have enjoyed this very much. And I hope you will enjoy it too. And I'll see you next time. Okay, have I ever mentioned that perfection is the thief of creativity? I screwed up my camera again and it turned off and I didn't notice. So I'm going to finish this collage just narrating and showing you what it ended up looking like in the end. And I would like to use this opportunity as a metaphor for art is imperfect, and when we let it be and let the mistakes happen and don't redo it and redo, I cannot redo this until it's perfect, because it won't be. I promise you I will get better at this camera stuff, but I'm a right brain artist. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I made in the spirit of your grace for my process. I did realize this, that I should confess. I think I spend more time picking out earrings and what jewelry I'm going to wear than I do figuring out my cameras. Sorry. I'm going to get better. Okay, so here we go. This is how it looks at the end. This beautiful page. I outlined it in just a black Sharpie, and I'm going to take you through it. So I use that little bit of old collage here. Put the word love on there. I love this look of embroidery on there. Even though it's paper, I still think it looks pretty. My little girl purse. Symbols. Remembering how much symbols mean to me. And there there's that girl. I love this person on the couch, just having a coffee and relaxing. I do feel like everything is getting more expensive by the day. And to remember this queen part of me. Yeah. I gotta tell you, I'm doing this part after I went on my trip to Nelson with my son. And it was quite an amazing trip. I learned a lot about him and even more about me. And I feel like doing this collage set me up to just remember the little girl part of me, to love him, and relax and be a queen. And it all went great. I'm going to show you, because I cut off the last video too, I think. This is what the last journal entry ended up looking like. From now on, today I am a woman who loves afraid. And this, that ended up looking. And I'm even going to do a little flip through here for you, because here's the one that I did first when I forgot to turn the camera on at all. And that one was, today I am a woman who starts over as often as it takes. This is a good example of that, isn't it? Let's do a flip through. Here's my journaling. This was a meeting that I went to at work. Sometimes this is what I do during meetings, not gonna lie. I love this. She's entering her soft life era. I found this on Pinterest, and what I do is I copy image on the picture, and then I copy it onto a Word document and print it. Isn't that great? I drew her, and I was quite proud of her. I couldn't get the nose right. Ugh! I tried and tried and tried and tried and tried. And this is a little symbol I made up for me at work right now. I know that I want peace. I wanted the peace symbol, but I want peace with love. And of course, my trademark swirl. I want to learn, but also I'm on the clock to retirement. And that's a very real thing. And then I made the whole thing look like a sun. Sometimes just making a little symbol to keep me grounded at work really helps me. These are just writing pages. I wanted to show you another little technique I use. I don't know if I talked about this before, where I do a list. Instead of all gratefuls, I do grateful, what I appreciate, and what I want to manifest. I find that helpful. I follow my bliss. I love Abraham Hicks. If you want to build a great life, slow down. So I hope you will. I hope you'll still join me next week. We're going to do it again. I'm going to work on my cameras this week. I promise I'm going to get better. But if I don't, I don't. Imperfection is key. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Have a good day.